What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Believe it or not, I just bit my tongue with my false teeth. Embarrassing. And you saw it here live on the video. But anyway, I want to talk about a story that broke yesterday, and I did a video about it, and I was thinking about this all night. I don't know why I was thinking about this, but I mean, it's just horrible, and like sometimes some of these stories overtake you, whether you want them to or not. And the story I'm talking about is about the Michigan stabbing of a McDonald's worker by the name of Jennifer Harris, right? 39 years old at the time of her death, where she was killed in the McDonald's kitchen, right, by an employee she sent home, Efeni Muhammed, pictured here. This happened in July. She stabbed this woman over 23 times in her head and neck, right? Now, if that's not bad enough, guys, you know, the story broke yesterday where they were doing a preliminary hearing to see, you know, if this thing is going to go to trial, which it is. And as they played the video of this woman being killed by Miss Muhammad while she was in the courtroom, and family members of the victim, Ms. Harris, were in there, emotions ran high. So high, in fact, that the family members of the victims left. The daughter of Ms. Harris tried to come back into the courtroom and was intercepted, as you could see up here, trying to bring a knife in there to kill Miss Muhammad while she was in court. Now, people are on different sides of the fence of this, but I can understand the frustration that this daughter, who knows Miss Muhammad, who smiled in her face, befriended them, gave them stuff from McDonald's, and all this, turned and killed their mother in the ultimate act of betrayal because she was dissatisfied with the outcome of something she created for herself in a workplace environment. Here's a brief synopsis of what happened yesterday. And I honestly believe this girl is not crazy. With me further thinking about it, and I'll explain in the commentary, she's just stupid. And there are a lot of people out here like her nowadays, and a lot of them are young folk. Not all, but young. And I will explain why I just said that. Take a look.
A hearing over the murder of a McDonald's employee in Eastpointe erupted into chaos today when one of the victim's relatives allegedly tried to bring a knife into the courtroom.
It all started when a security video was played in court the day that Jennifer Harris was attacked. CBS News Detroit's Alicia Bergia was there as emotions boiled over.
That's how court started. An intense day in court overall as Efeni Muhammed sat before a judge. She's accused of brutally stabbing and killing her manager Jennifer Harris at a McDonald's in Eastpointe back in July. Today, 6 witnesses took the stand. Video of the incident was shown. And as you mentioned, emotions from the victim's family ran high.
Did you want to kill her?
Chilling video of suspect Efeni Muhammed in custody admitting the desire of wanting to murder her manager Jennifer Harris the morning of July 10th. On Friday, 6 witnesses took the stand, 2 claiming an interaction took place between Muhammad and Harris that morning when the defendant was sent home from work for allegedly not doing her job.
She seemed very irritated, and she started off by saying, "So you clocked me out without telling me." And she kind of repeated it. She repeated it twice, and after she repeated it, Jennifer said something, and after that, that's when she said, "You know, you reap what you sow. I'll be back. You better watch your back."
In this video, you see Muhammad return back to McDonald's, walk past a delivery truck, her face covered by some sort of mask, a knife under her arm. She walks through the back entrance, approaches Harris, and stabs her 23 times. A customer in the drive-thru saw it happen and pulled out his gun to intervene.
Saying something like, stop, 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 hold on, stop. I produced my firearm off my hip. I pointed it at her. I did take a shot at her. She froze up a little bit, which stopped the attack. And then I guess she maybe something clicked, told her to run or something like that.
Body camera video shows Muhammad on the ground in the parking lot, her clothing covered in blood. One witness describes her last moments with Harris after the stabbing.
When I got up there, the only thing I could see and notice was Jen laying on the floor in a big pool of blood asking for help. Her last words to me was, "Deb, please don't let me die."
As far as what's next, the case has been bound over to circuit court. Muhammad due back in court December 2nd. As far as the daughter that was arrested this morning, police say she's still in custody but will be released. In Eastpointe, Alicia Bergio, CBS News, Detroit.
Hey guys, you've seen it. She stabbed this woman 23 times after sneaking a knife in under her arm and wearing a fucking mask or a hoodie with eyes on it, whatever it was. She walked past the vendor who was delivering french fries and other supplies and said, "Oh, it's okay, I work here." And she walked right in there. That was calculated. That wasn't crazy. Now I'm going to tell you something. The reality now of how human beings act circumvents how they used to act. And I think a lot of times they use mental illness because people are just bending the rules about human interaction, because there are a lot of people out here that lack accountability and are stupid as hell. She's exhibit A. Watch this. People got upset and some people was like, "Hey, you know, that girl is dumb and she shouldn't have did that," and all of this type of stuff. Let me explain something to you. I don't know how it is to have my mother killed in a horrific way and then see it on video. Women, part of their strength is their emotional attachment to things and their wisdom. This woman that was arrested yesterday has every right to be upset. Now, should she had did what she had did, I don't know, because I never had my parents killed in such a horrific way. Now, they're going to release her. They said they're going to release her, and they should. She should have been let out last night. But I will tell you this. When somebody does something to somebody you love or depend on and grow strength from, none of us as strangers have any right to say their actions were bad or not when they try to do something sick to somebody that did something sick to somebody they loved and depended on. We don't know how much of a pillar of strength this lady, Miss Harris, was to her daughter, but evidently it was a strong enough bond and foundation where she was going to stand on her own too and go in there and handle that shit. Because the justice system don't handle nothing any damn way. She'll get life. If she get that, but she'll still get to live. You know what I'm saying? While everybody else that loved Miss Harris is left with what was and the dream of what it could have been. It's an unfair comparison. Them people hurt, and this woman shouldn't have died. Now, let's jump into this. Let's really get into this. This girl right here went and stabbed this lady 23 times. That's hatred. That's hatred. That's also disapproval within self. For years, she felt as though she was not getting a good break in life due to actions she either did or did not do. She could not roll with the punches. She was on social media issuing threats in front of people, a bunch of strangers that's in there just watching the shit, putting batteries in your dumb ass back, and now you issue all them threats. That puts you already out there in deep water where you're going to have to swim. All of a sudden, now you got to put your money where your mouth is because you talked all that shit. And I'm more sure you talked that shit to them employees in there. To where it was like you felt as though you had to go in there and do something that you felt like something was done to you. Looking at these videos of your stupid ass on your Instagram. Not the talking ones, the stuff you was doing in the back of the McDonald's, making videos in uniform. You was supposed on business on the clock. You was supposed to have been fired. I'm more than sure this lady gave her break after break after break. Proof of that is she sent your ass home 2 times. Then the 3rd time she sent you home, you had an attitude. Black folks know this. We've all encountered this shit. How many of y'all know a motherfucker got a problem with you and you got to work with them, or you got any type of you in any type of situation where they nitpick something small because they have a bigger issue to blow it up and turn it into something else? Did y'all hear what the lady said? The witness? So you just clocked me out without my permission? Well, you ain't got to have your permission to clock you out. See the sense of entitlement a lot of people have? And this is spreading not just from young people all the way across the board to other people too, that feel as though they got this sense of entitlement in a business they can't control and will run whether their dumbass is there or not. She's not crazy. She's stupid. She went and sat in that car. I guarantee you. You notice when she got caught, right? She got caught. She still had the same bloody shit on. She's so stupid, I guarantee you she was going to get online and make a video wearing that shit and say she handled business and stood on business like she giving a motivational speech to fucktards in the world that see life like she do. Don't you think about that? You killed a mother of 6 at a job. McDonald's, where you could easily go work at another one or go get another. That wasn't some career type job. At your age, you went in there and got to fighting the lady. She was handling you and you stabbed her in the neck multiple times. It was so bad the black dude outside said he pulled the gun and fired a shot at her. Through the drive-thru, he fired a shot at her. That's how vicious it was. Said she stopped, thought about it, and then ran up out of there. Ran up out of there. Don't you let that sink in. She would have stabbed this woman because she had so much internal hatred for herself and situations that she'd been through that she poured it all out on this woman. You guys remember the video I showed you where she was driving? She used to clean houses before she got this McDonald's job. And she was upset because the people don't help her clean the house that she's cleaning. She's getting paid to clean their house. They just lay around. They don't even do anything. You would think you want to pick up. And she talks shit about the people. This motherfucker right here is an ignorant jellyfish type, and there are a lot of them out here. Nothing's never their fault. They flow with the tide, and they come in contact with anything that comes in contact with them, meaning opportunity. And because they're not prepared for shit, when it goes south, it's always somebody else's fault. And these motherfuckers go on social media and complain their gripes to a bunch of strangers that 90 out of the 100 strangers you complain to, 80% of them don't care, and the other 20% is glad it's you and not them. Misery always loved company. Shit is crazy. Now you getting up here, you up here being paraded around. You ain't got that wig on no more. Your head looking an absolute mess because you don't have necessities, the real adequate feminine necessities to even look presentable in court, and they don't give a fuck. They walk your stupid skinflint ass to and fro, and you in there looking dumb with all eyes on you. What's crazy, you named after Tupac's mom. And one of his albums is All Eyes on Me. Look at the irony in that. Everybody looking at you with disdain and disgust because you committed a deplorable act. Because you couldn't self-reflect in yourself and say, hey, all this stuff is going wrong. What's wrong with me that's making this happen? But no, you pointed the finger in multiple directions instead of looking in the mirror and facing the real enemy, yourself. And that's what's sinful and sad to me. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. The greatest enemy that you have to face is the one you look at in the bathroom mirror every morning. If you can conquer self, you can conquer all. But most people don't see that. See you in the next video. Take care.